Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, they call me BurnaBoy. I'm in the building. Factory78. Keep it locked down. Is it? Shaking key, okay.
Factory78 TV in London. I'm P-Sqaure Olajide for the first time here speaking to us on Factory78. Is the Don Gargan himself. Flew on a spaceship to the UK. BurnaBoy.
Wow, go on. There.
Listen, man, it's a pleasure to finally have you in town. What does it feel like to smell that fresh air of your city again, London?
It's not that fresh, but it's alright. It feels great to be here, man. I haven't really come to terms with how it feels, but when I do, you'll be the first to know, is it?
Absolutely, man. As we do it here on Factory78 TV, we get the nonsense out of the way and speak about the positivity after that. Listen, BurnaBoy, you're always the man that gets social media going crazy, all the news in the world popping off. First thing this week, you slammed the Nigerian bloggers, which I think we're part of, for picking up news that's not authentic. What's authentic out there, bro?
I just think fuck all of you, man.
Fuck all y'all.
All y'all. All y'all. In a gift wrap. Trust me, yeah.
Tell me, like the bloggers, some bloggers think that it's very important to, when we write about, or when they write about stars and pick up stories and stuff like that, even though some people think it's personal, it also works on a double-edged sword because it helps to promote the artist in a way. Do you agree with that?
I never asked you to write about me. I never asked anyone to write about me. I'll be happy if nobody wrote about me. I'd appreciate that very much. Just listen to my music. And if you don't like it, listen to someone else. You get me? Yeah.
Let's talk about the music. You heard it from the man himself. That's one out of the way. Now let's talk about the music. Like to Party was a monster.
Epic.
A monster. Before that, obviously, you had started music a little bit. Tell me, did you kind of dabble into the music game in the UK before you went back to Nigeria, or was Nigeria where everything really came together?
I mean, obviously, I knew I could do music. I knew I could sing and that, you know, while I was here. But I never really thought anything of it, you know. But yeah, go back to Nigeria, and that's all I wanted to do. That's the reason I went back to Nigeria, because that's what I wanted to do. Is it? So, and I did it, you know.
I spoke about Like to Party. The Nigerian Afrobeat scene at the time was all everybody was, you know, we were all jumping up and down, but you slowed down the tempo, like brought in a style that a lot of people will be very scared to do in an industry like Nigeria, where if you're not on the dance floor fast, nobody's listening. Tell me the thought process behind that. Did you even put that much thought behind it, or you just thought, this is music I like, let me put it out there, people are going to love it?
No, actually, to be honest, I actually recorded a bunch of songs at the time, and my record label at the time, the CEO, he just heard that song and he's like, yeah, we're dropping this next. I'm like, cool. And then it worked.
One of the songs I heard, DJ Lanre, who runs Factory78 here, handling the camera there, he was one of the first people to introduce me to BurnaBoy music.
Big up to you, man.
He had a mixtape that had like, how many songs was it? Like 30 songs or 20 songs at the time. And he said, listen to this guy. He is definitely somebody to watch for the future. One of the songs that pops in my head all the time was the Wombo Lombo thing. Tell me about picking up.
That was actually my first hit. Like, wow. That was actually my first like major hit in Nigeria. It was Wombo because like the whole Angelique Kidjo feel and everything just kind of, I don't know. I really don't know, because again, I just recorded a bunch of songs and then they just said we're dropping this one. So yeah.
Now, when I read a couple of, I think it was maybe Wiki or something like that, and they described you as like a Nigerian dancehall kind of urban artist type of. Obviously, the dancehall thing is very strong in your music. You have this West Indian vibe to it. Talk me through how that came through and how you're mixing it with other cultures in making your own music.
I mean, I can't really place a finger on it, but all I'll say is, as Africans, like Nigerians, exactly, we're well-traveled people. Like we're everywhere, You understand? Literally everywhere. So we pick up different, different cultures, and when in Rome, you get me, like them way there. So obviously, it kind of it spills into my music, and that's just how it is. And the thing is, it's not dancehall. People just I don't really put it in dance. I call it Afro fusion because of the fusion aspect of it. But yeah, man, call it what you want as long as you like it.
Wale said Nigeria boasts of the 50% of the swag coming out of Africa. Do you agree with that?
I don't want to say that. I love Africa. Everyone's on the same level.
Now, in talking about your hit tracks, one of the other tracks that just completely resonated with the UK fans, immediately it dropped, was Tonight. Did you think of us here? Or it was just another thing that you had made and the record label said this was going to pop as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Never thought about you, never thought about... I just record, as I said, like, to me, music is like a product of like my environment and myself, you get me? So basically I just go in and just record anytime, and you get me? So it just happens. I go over like 200 something songs right now that you haven't even heard. You get me? Just sitting in the studio because like it just keeps coming out. I just keep recording, you get me? So yeah, and then whenever it's time to drop something, I just drop something.
Now you good? Now your bloodline is definitely music royalty. Your granddad handled one of the biggest exports to come out of Africa, the great one, Fela Aníkúlápó Kuti. Tell me about family and how music has been part of your family since you grew up.
Man, I mean, my granddad was obviously, so he used to play a lot of Afro beats and that, like, but I never really liked it, to be honest. Like, I'd rather listen to DMX and that at the time. So yeah, so obviously when I started doing music, I wasn't doing anything Afro beats, like, but at one point in life, I just happened to go back to my granddad and then he started playing Fela and playing all that, and then somehow, somewhere, I just started adding it into, I just started looking at that environment, looking at the Nigerian environment and the African environment, and started putting that influence into my music. And then it's now mixed with this stuff that's already inbuilt.
Now, I heard you speaking Yoruba there. You speak Yoruba in your song?
What's going on?
Is it?
Can you share?
How many languages do you speak? You're obviously Port Harcourt,
As
born.
I said, man, Nigerians, man, I don't know. You're Nigerian, right?
100%.
Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm saying. Like, we're well-traveled people. Like, we've been everywhere, most of us. You get me? So, like, we kind of, it's like we can talk like people, but they really can't talk like us. You know what I mean? Because we've been there, and we're there everywhere. Absolutely. So, and we just take that to our advantage,
The love you get in South Africa is absolutely ridiculous. I saw you riding around town where your fans came to show you love. You needed police to actually get out of to tell me about South Africa being your second home and how that love started.
I mean, South Africa is like a place where they've been through a lot, like, so their soul is really deep. Like, they have souls, like deep souls, from the apartheid, from Nelson Mandela and all that. So they have a very deep soul to them. So me coming from Nigeria and everything, and them being able to identify that soul, in the music, kind of just makes them just, you get me, just hold on tight. So that's pretty much what it is.
Of course, AKA Dalles, one of the biggest songs in 2015 that crossed over here in the UK, All Eyes on Me, playlisted by every single radio station in the UK. Mad chorus by the one and only BurnaBoy. Tell me how that came together, bro.
Oh man, basically I didn't even know AKA personally at this time. We knew each other, you get me, but we knew of each other and we liked each other's music and that, but we never really met. So yeah, he just pretty much called my manager and then sent me the beat, and then yeah, it's just like for his album, and then like a couple hours later, I just send it back.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And then that's just how it is, and then we just became brothers like that. Man.
One of the interesting things with Burna Boy is initially when you first came out and a lot of people knew about you, obviously people were like, oh, maybe you're just comfortable with your own producers. That's why your sound is really just unique. But it looks like, or it is what it is, whatever producer or beats you jump on, Burna Boy stays with his sound and you stay unique like that. Like Nigeria, again, there's a lot of follow. So how hard it is to keep on your own lane and not be affected by all the other creativity around you.
As I said, man, music is, for me, like about my environment and my experience and how I feel. You know, so music is not about how someone else feels. For me, it's not about what someone else is doing. Or, you get me? Unless they're doing that thing to me or for me or with me. You get me? It doesn't really affect me, so I can't really like relate to it or sing about it, or you know. So yeah, it's really I'm one of the lucky few that have that mentality, which is why I managed to just stay in my lane. But yeah,
the latest album on the spaceship, a lot of work, creativity done in South Africa. The music has been incredible. The videos obviously popping off. In a summary. What inspired on a spaceship?
And basically, I was watching this movie. I forgot what it was. It had Sandra Bullock in it, and what's his name? Is it George Clooney or something? I don't know. Yeah, and then they were like in space, right?
Mars, I think it was.
Yeah, it must be one of them movies. Yeah, and then they were in space, right? And then like they had jumped out the spaceship or something like that. And then while they're hanging, the camera just faces, and then it's like you see that whole world.
Wow.
Yeah, like you see the whole world, and then like they're just there. Do you understand? Like, I just wanted to see what the hell could they have been thinking at that time. You know, so I just thought, yeah, let me kind of, you know, run with that. So yeah, that's pretty much where it is. And me personally, me interpreting it into my life, it's like I feel like I'm always the person that's there, just seeing everything. It's like, but everyone is just there, so they can't see it. Do it. I can see it. So that's how that's pretty much what the album's.
I am lucky to have spoken to your mom before and finally met her today. Your mom is obviously very close to you. Tell me about the relationship between mother and son and how important she is in the Burna Boy of today.
Oh man, she's like my best friend. She's always been, you know. So yeah, I just made her my manager and that. Yeah. So and she's been doing a good job so far. So yeah.
Again, a couple of months ago, my Instagram blew up. DJ Larry gave me a phone call. A song came out, Reaching, with the one and only Chip. We went bananas with that song. Massive. Tell me about that connection. Like, who made that call?
It's actually weird because like it's Twitter. It's fans that actually made that happen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like they're just like, yeah, Chip and this, that, and then Chip was like, yeah, I'm with that, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm with that. Let's go. And that's it.
You made him even speak Yoruba in the song.
I didn't make him do anything.
He just loved it.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
Listen, man, it's difficult to sit in front of you right now because the grills is blinging, my G. Tell me about this look, man. Like, what's going on there? How much are we, you know, what we talking about? A house, a car, in that grill?
The people that say how much things cost are just asking to get robbed. So we're not gonna get into that.
Now you're in the UK. You're celebrating your birthday. You're announcing what we've all waited for: a Burna Boy headline show in the heart of London. Hammersmith, October 1st, Nigerian Independence Day, 5,000 capacity. Jitters?
Upper. Upper stuff, man. Trust me, it's crazy. I don't know. As I said, I really haven't come to terms with how it feels, but yeah, when I do, you'll probably find out. You know, but Hammersmith is kind of crazy for my first show. So yeah, man, turn up.
I know you're going to Manchester, you're going to London. This is just like a little get together with your fans and just celebrate your birthday and stuff like that. You know, you're not going to be touching the mic at all. You're not going to be doing anything like that. Just popping a couple bottles of champagne. Anybody gets lucky, get a grill? No?
Man, I'm just here to promote my show, man, the October 1st show. And it just happens to be my birthday. Yeah. You get me? So, yeah, we're going to turn up. You get me? Take advantage. As I said, take advantage of every situation, man. That's my advice to everyone. Take advantage of every situation. You could be dead tomorrow. Wow. Trust me. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Listen, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. I know we're going to be meeting a lot in the next couple of weeks and months. The tickets, the pre-order, I think, comes out on the 8th of October for the tickets for your Hammersmith show. So definitely looking forward to that. Burna Boy in the UK. We've waited about 5-6 years for this one, brother.
6.
It's been a long wait.
I've been counting the days and that.
Did you pop a champagne the day it finally were like, yes, I can actually go back home?
Man, I didn't do nothing, to be honest. I just let it all marinate, man. You see it. And then yeah, man, I'm here. So it's on. You get me? It's takeover season. Everything you thought it was, you got played. You played yourself. You get me?
Any of the old girls maybe calling your phone already or something, like, you know, 5 years ago, still looks banging.
I don't even have a phone, so. Yeah.
Listen, man, it's Factory78 TV, the one and only Burna Boy. It's a pleasure to have you in the UK. Yeah. Catch you next time.
Love, always.